Yo, what is good, YouTube? We're back with the last edition of the Content Under Pressure album review, part 3. Part 2, something fucked up. I don't know why, but the last, maybe 8-9 minutes of the video just wasn't there. So that's my bad. This video will start with that. It'll start with the end of Roll Your J, or yeah, somewhere in Roll Your J. I think we're gonna start this video, and then we're gonna continue with Out of My Mind and They Told Me. And just so y'all know what how this album review shit is gonna go, I'm putting this doc together, and I might even make this accessible, like to view by anyone, right? I got the artist, the album, the song, and then I'm rating each song, right? And then we'll have the averages. I'll have a table with the averages, and then we'll have a whole ranking of albums too, based off the averages of the songs, and then you can see where it can kind of go, right? And then all the nines are gonna be in this playlist that I'm making, right? So let's put nines and above. Sorry, anything that's 9 and above is gonna go into the playlist I'm literally making right now. We're gonna call it playlist worthy. Hold up, what did I do? New playlist, baby. Oh shit, I gotta change the name of this. Anyway, well, it's gonna be called playlist worthy, and you guys will be able to see this, access it. I might call it something else. iKaanic. I'm gonna be iKaanic Records. There we go. Save. iKaanic Records. Delete that. See, you're seeing the process right now, baby. You're seeing the process right now. Let me show some love in the comments. A lot of people are down with this idea. Let me know which albums you want me to do next. I think I will choose the next one too. I want to do Corday, The Lost Boy. And then after that, I'm going to put different albums on a poll, and you guys will decide. Like I said, from Thursday to Sunday, I am out. So I'm just scheduling all these videos one by one by one. This will still probably drop today on Tuesday. So on the part 2 of Content Under Pressure review, Pitch Black says, definitely looking forward to the other albums you're going to review. If you're into MGK, you should check this stuff out. I'm not super into MGK, so I think an MGK album will be very far down the list because I want to get to albums that I actually know and like too. So we're gonna intersect my interests with your interests. So throw them in the comments and we'll get there. And then Shred for Cred says, yo, dope series, man. I have a suggestion for a cat that does it for the game for sure. Prop Dylan Cardinalson. I'm gonna get so many different album requests, I know for a fact, and that's gonna be super fun. These are longer content, so they're gonna be a little less frequent, I guess. Probably once a week is my goal for these, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe these take off and I do mostly album reviews. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. Let me get into, well, you're going to hear the last part of part 2. So roll your J and my thoughts on the 10,000 hour rule, which cut off abruptly. And yeah, so hope you enjoy the rest of Content Under Pressure. Yo, that 10,000 hours. Can I just get that 10,000 hours thoughts in my mind about that Malcolm Gladwell 10,000 hours to mastery? Because I know Harry uses it a lot. That's one of his rhymes and freestyles and topics that he likes to talk about, and it's also something that a lot of other people like to talk about. I don't necessarily believe that 10,000 hours on one specific thing is actually the most productive way to reach your peak. Your peak on whatever you are going to be, or what I am going to be. And this is a subjective opinion, so take it for what it is. I think I'd rather have 1,000 hours on 10 different things, or 500 hours on 20 different things, than 10,000 hours on one thing. Because because you can get to 80% of the skill set of something new in 20% of the time, right? That last 20% takes up the 80% of the time. And when you get to Harry's level of freestyling, or when you get to whoever's level, like Messi's level at soccer, or LeBron's level at basketball, we're talking about best in their crafts, then yeah, you end up getting to that 10,000 hour mark on that specific talent, and you become one of the all-time greats. However, before you choose what to invest that 10,000 on, or that latter 9,000 hours after you get that first 1,000. I think to be able to choose the right thing, you need to have the variety. So like with Mack, obviously he has drumming too, and he has probably some other shit. For me, I have basketball, I have soccer, I have freestyling, I have like social media marketing, I have analytics, I have, like, you know, I have so many different things that now it also all comes together. Especially with something like freestyling, the more different things you have an expertise about, the more shit you can actually talk about, and then the more things you have an expertise about, the more things you can connect. Right, you can connect, and this works in business where you see patterns of what fields and what skill sets and what talents are gonna explode, what companies are gonna grow. It works in freestyle because now you have different things that you could tie in different metaphors, and it's also vocab. The more different knowledge you have, the more niche vocab about certain topics you have. So yeah, that's a long tangent that I've gone on about this 10,000 hours thing, just because I have a lot of thoughts on that. It's one of my favorite things to talk about. So if y'all want more of this type of content, like I can do whole videos on like psychology, anthropology, on like, you know, different types of shit. Let me know. Maybe the Concast needs to get started soon. Anyway, leave your comments and thoughts below.
Probably wondering if I'll be around next year. See me put it all in drive, what's the next gear? Hey, see me put it all in drive, can I really steer? Hey, they just wanna know where I'ma go from here. Everybody got advice, but bitch, it's my career. See me put my shit in drive, what's the next gear? I ain't worked this hard to fuck around and disappear. Look, y'all ain't really rappers, you actors.
I ain't worked this hard to fuck around and disappear. Next gear, baby. We're in next gear right now. I don't even think we're at 5 yet. Harry. Let's go. We still got several gears to go up. Come on. We're taking over.
See me put my shit in drive, what's the next gear? I ain't worked this hard to fuck around and disappear. Look, y'all ain't really rappers, you actors, I might as well be all up on a tractor, cause I'm really working in the field. Kinda like I had a whack attorney and was wrongfully convicted by the jury, cause I'm certain to appeal. I might even take the film right off of the projector and throw it directly at him, I'ma hit him with the reel. Stomping on the San Andreas fault line, every time I rhyme, there's some shit the whole city gonna feel. Gets down, I flip clowns, I spit sounds, I rip rounds, I kill y'all, ill y'all, break it down and rebuild y'all. Paid some dues, they gave me views, I made some moves and them checks clear. Fans missing my transmissions, I transition to the next gear. Give me the mic, I'm gripping it right inside of my hand. When I be on, I'm flipping it tight like nobody can.
Come on. Like, come on. The way he's spitting these though.
I kill y'all, ill y'all, break it down and rebuild y'all. Paid some dues, they gave me views, I made some moves and them checks clear. Fans missing my transmissions, I transition to the next gear. Give me the mic, I'm gripping it right inside of my hand. When I be on, I'm flipping.
Fans missing my transitions, a transmission. Gonna take me to the next gear. Y'all missing the transitions, baby.
Inside of my hand, when I be on, I'm flipping it tight like nobody can. Giving them raps for a spirit of mine, so give me the prize, give me the gap pack. Lyrical mind, I'm licking the shot, setting my aim, ready to bang shit. Off of the head of the brain, off of the top, stay ahead of the game. They better remain out of the way. How do I say? I'm better than y'all, keeping it real, you trash, I'm ready to bash your head in the wall. Switch up the flow, my secret weapon like nuclear missile that's locked in the armory. Although it's popular, I am not popping narcotics that's copped in a pharmacy. Popping regardless, you poppin' should probably honor me. I am a prophet, a shaman, the god of these raw, righteous lyrics. Non-believers better fear it, I'm gone.
I'm the prophet. I got this. The non-believers better feel it. Okay, Harry. Let's get it. If we're gonna rank that one, I'd give it like 8 to 8.5. Mostly because I'm probably not playing that beat. Like for me, it was a hard beat. You can turn up to it, whatever. He's talking his shit. But for me, that beat is not something that personally I'm gonna vibe to, just chilling, right? So it's not at that 9 level, because you can have a hard beat and I could still feel it. That particular one, it's gonna get knocked down. I don't think it's I think 9s and higher are gonna be playlist worthies. I think this one's gonna stay at 8.5. I think it's gonna say, and tell me if that's blasphemy or not. Give me your rankings. Give me what, if you disagree, if you agree, whatever. Let me know, because I want this. To be a community thing, these album reviews. So anyway, 8.5. Next Gear goes hard. He talking his shit. Talk your shit, Harry. Shouts out Stevie Knight. All right, roll your J to close out this video, baby. Let's get it. This is gonna give you that whiz vibe, ain't it? Just talk about weed. He's sober too. No, he's sober, so that's interesting. You know, I like the old school vibe to this.
Roll your J and light it. Kiss your world goodbye.
Major Snoop vibes on this one too.
Golden touch like Midas. Every time I'm high. Roll your J and light it. Lift it to the sky. Smoking out the climate. Come on.
That synth or whatever that high pitched like it's just going up da-na-na, da-na-na. Like that I feel that so hard on the beat.
Let's get high now. Go ahead and light it. If you got that feeling in you, then don't fight it. Just get with it. Check how I spit it. Yeah, come and get it. See, I exhibit the skills to get ill. I build from the inner. Guaranteed since birth, I've been a winner. Sinner at times, if you consider smoking to be that. But this medicine inside my weed sack. Believe that. Ease back while I smoke this. Hey yo, I said the joke is on you if you do not get blue in the face from these blunts. Cause yo, I be pulling off the lyrical stunt. Whenever I pump the reefer into my lungs, I get it done. Yeah, hey yo, my saga has only begun. Number one in the game, yo, I aim for that. Yeah, now roll this up while I slay these tracks. And come on. Roll your J and light it. Right. Kiss your world goodbye. Golden touch like Midas. Every time I'm high.
Golden touch like Midas. Golden touch like Midas. I just want y'all to understand, like, start seeing this pattern of what kind of bars I personally think are forced, right? Golden touch like Midas falls into that category, right? Golden touch, all right, cool. Like, it gives you the golden touch because you're getting high or whatever. Like Midas to rhyme with the flyest or whatever the hook is saying. But golden touch like Midas, it's kind of out of place. It's kind of out of place. And this is not just gonna be for Harry. A lot of people, like a lot of dope. Like J. Cole has a bunch of unnecessary bars. A bunch of them. You know? And a lot of other people do too. Eminem does. Every rapper has, reach bars for me. Reach for me bars. And it's not a reach for everyone. Some people fuck with it. Some people don't. I just want y'all to understand where I'm coming from for these.
Touch like Midas. Every time I'm high. Roll your J and light it. Lift it to the sky. Smoking out the climate. Come on, let's get high. Yeah, it was swishes when niggas was getting started. Now it's double OG and backwards I get the sparking up. Stuck on stupid, stumble up in the market. Staring at all the candy, head spinning like Tony Hawk and shit. Doing a 900, hey, nigga, my mind running.
Doing a 900 like Tony Hawk, alright. I kinda like this guy's, who's this, DeSarco? DeSarco? I like his flow and his voice is nice on it.
Staring at all the candy, head spinning like Tony Hawk and shit. Doing a 900, hey, nigga, my mind running. Feeling sublime, puffing up under the pine. Lot of some packs up in the zag, got your boy sitting so quiet. Take a few hits to recline, hey, take a few hits to recline. Hey, make some hits in the stool, nigga, dreaming blue. Hit the crew, roll the green shit that ease the blues. I'm recluse, acting reckless off of gin and juice. Hit up Snoop the twist emoji in the 62 to make it through a day. I need a Cupid. Girl, I break it down along the thighs of Caliucci.
Yo. This man is bouncing on the track, bro. This flow is nasty. Sorry, this man has some crazy flow on this beat right now.
Make some hits in the stool, nigga, dreaming blue. Hit the crew, roll the green shit that ease the blues. I'm recluse, acting reckless off of gin and juice. Hit up Snoop the twist emoji in the 62 to make it through a day. I need a Cupid. Girl, I break it down along the thighs of Caliucci. Out of California, niggas learn to cushion college, you dig? Dr. Dre, the one that got me hooked on chronic, you bitch. Hey, roll your J and light.
Major Snoop vibes. Definitely influenced by Snoop a lot. DeSarco.
World goodbye. Golden touch like Midas. Every time I'm high. Roll your J and light it. Lift it to the sky. Smoking out the climate. Come on, let's get high. Yeah, we getting lifted to gifted. Getting mentally misted. They said no smoking, fuck this shit. But we insisted, persistent. Blacklisted as misfits by snitches who get this shit twisted. Kiss this lifted, delicious. One in each hand, double fisted. On a mission to glisten. I shine whenever I'm chiefing.
Yeah. We gotta run that. Gotta run that back, bro. With the same syllables the whole time. Misfit, I glisten, you listen to my mission, the vision. Insisting, the misfits come. Come on.
Lift it to the sky. Smoking out the climate. Come on, let's get high. Yeah, we getting lifted to you gifted, getting mentally misted. They said no smoking, fuck this shit, but we insisted, persistent, blacklisted as misfits by snitches who get this shit twisted. Kiss this lifted, delicious, one in each hand, double fisted. On a mission to glisten, I shine whenever I'm chiefin'.
Cannabis makes you lazy.
Some shit we never believe in. I'm smoking every evening, yet I'm forever achieving. I'm twice as clever.
I'm smoking every evening, yet I'm forever achieving. Come on, I love that.
Some shit we never believe in. I'm smoking every evening, yet I'm forever achieving. I'm twice as clever when breathing the smoke, I guess is the reason. So, pass me the bomb, pass me the blunt, pass me the bubbler. Pass me the J, pass me the pipe, pass her from puffin' herb. We're past the debate, it passed in my state, so pass it the governor. I might get married to Mary, I'm just so in love with her. You got the problem, you can save that shit. Punch it back, full of chronic, so let's take fat hits. No pun intended, but please pass the bacon mix. Let's take this fresh batch of brownies to the face, get lit. Now roll it up.
It is interesting though. He has taken his next step after getting sober, but I think that's off liquor too. He just kind of stopped weed and liquor at the same time. I feel like I don't know the exact story of him going sober and whatnot. I just know he is, and he's been for a few months now, and now he's taking that next level. So I'm curious what he feels about this. I mean, I know he fucks with everything in his own life at the time, and so do I. So like I'm just curious like how he feels about the Roll Your J vibes now. You know, it's curious. It's a curious.
Lighted, kiss your world goodbye. Golden touch like Midas. Every time I'm high, roll your J and light it. Lift it to the sky. Smoking out the climate. Come on, let's get high now.
This beat is nasty too. The weed vibes. You know, I'll be honest with y'all. I never really vibed hard with like Wiz. Definitely vibe with Snoop though. So it's not the topic because obviously like I'm down to Chief whenever. The beat was nasty. The flow was nasty. I do think this one's like probably a step under probably next year. Like this one's an 8-ish to me. It feels like an 8 to me right next year. 8.5. Roll Your J seems like an 8 to me. It's dope about the weed and stuff. Nothing too crazy in terms of bars. The cadence was dope. The feature was nice too. It's just I feel like it's just missing that like that let me get it on repeat. Right? Like it's missing that repeatability for me. Like I wouldn't throw this on a loop. Whereas like some other ones like Not Worth It and Napoleon Hill I might. So I'm gonna keep this an 8. Let me know if I'm like where you're calibrating, because everything's not a 10, everything's not a 9, and everything's not a 7 or 6, and everything's not an 8. So we're calibrating. I'm gonna give this an 8 though, and we're gonna have these ranks. Like I said, we're gonna have these. I'll probably post them. On the community board on IG. Hit me up on IG. Hit that sub if you like what we're doing here. All right, now we're back to today's session. Out of my head, and they told me. Out of my head, I don't remember as much. They told me I already know. They told me is like a staple for Harry Mack, and I'm excited to get to these two songs. So let's just hop right into it. Roll Your J got an 8. Next Gear 8.5. Not Worth It and Napoleon Hill, the only iKaanic record so far in this album. So let's get it. Yeah, we're gonna do this on YouTube so I can, fast forward and such. Oh, also the audio is louder. Let's go. Let's get back. The beat though, the bass line.
Yeah, said I just want you out of my head. You broke me down and left me for dead. The doctor gave me all kind of meds. Come can't erase the shit that you said. Can't erase it, yeah.
That hook is nice, bro. I love that hook. I love this beat too. It's such a good start. I forgot about this song.
Can't erase it. Yeah, damn girl, why'd you do me like that? Body was perfection with a booty quite fat. My type of chick, had my heart racing on some hyper shit. Each time you bite your lip, I might just slip into a fantasy, I can handle it. Why'd you have to go damage me? That was scandalous. Los Angeles, the city where women just can't commit. Don't understand the shit. You let me on like that carrot in front the donkey's face. Felt like I worked all week just to have the song erased from my hard drive. System crash. Now I'm wishing I could revisit the distant past.
The relationship that he was crazy for, and she wasn't so crazy about him, and so on and so forth. You're getting the Karen from the donkey metaphor, Los Angeles scandalous rhyme scheme, which we've heard him say a lot. Oh, it is freestyles.
Carrot in front the donkey's face. Felt like I worked all week just to have the song erased from my hard drive. System crash. Now I'm wishing I could revisit the distant past. Twisting grass, sitting on my ass, sipping bourbon in the AM. Girl, I'm really hurting, I ain't playing. No going back. I said the shit and I meant it. I was in love, so what's the benefit of a friendship, huh?
What's the benefit of a friendship, baby? Friends with benefits? All right, for sure. So the things that I'm like, the story's dope. I'm excited to get to the next verses too. The cadence and delivery, he's had better in that aspect.
You broke me down and left me for dead. Broke me down, come on. The doctor gave me all kind of meds. Yeah. Can't erase the shit that you said. No, yeah, hey yo, thinking back on it, it makes me sick. Reminiscent of a movie with a crazy twist. You think it's going one way, you've made up your mind. Come to find, you were just getting played the whole time. Where the fuck we go wrong? Scouring my mental, running the whole story in reverse like Memento. Games you played with.
Reverse like Memento, bit in the bag, baby.
Scouring my mental, running the whole story in reverse like Memento. Games you played with classic Super Nintendo. Now I'm trying to put my ex in a box like Bento. Compartmentalizing is essential.
This game scheme.
Story in reverse like Memento. Games you played with classic Super Nintendo. Now I'm trying to.
Games you played with classic Super Nintendo. That's like the bar punchline, the setup punchline type, right? I've talked about how I don't really fuck with that style too much, but you know, it's used.
Story in reverse like Memento. Games you played with classic Super Nintendo. Now I'm trying to put my ex in a box like Bento. Compartmentalizing is essential. Saw you as a lover, but you saw me as a friend though. Thought we were official, but we were just a demo. Thought I owned the Benz, turns out it was a rental. Well,
that you were official, but we were just a demo. Thought I owned the Benz, but we were just a rental.
Fuck this shit, back to bus tickets. Can't shake depression, guess I'm stuck with it. Got my friends sending articles on how to get help. Got me fucked up, girl, I hope you're proud of yourself. Damn. Yeah. Said I just want you out of my head. Get the fuck up out my head now. You broke me down and left me for dead. Come on, The doctor gave me all kind of meds. Yes, it did. So can't erase the shit that you said. Can't erase.
The hook is crazy. I love the hook and the beat too. The hook and the beat are top notch, bro.
Can't erase it. First the light shines and the thunderous fell. Dropped from cloud 9 to the dungeons of hell. I was under your spell, you a wizard or something. Cold front and I ain't even know the blizzard was coming. You mad crafty.
Cold front, I didn't even know the blizzard was coming. You're a wizard or something. Fell from cloud 9 to the dungeon or something. Come on.
Used to have you on all fours, looking back at me like daddy, I'm all yours. Used to drop to your knees, you were making me squirm. Now I'm on my knees begging how the tables have turned. And I know it's pathetic, wish I could edit you out of my memory and forget it. Why do I let it go and follow me around like bad credit? Yeah, I regret it, forever indebted. Every last piece of evidence shredded.
We're back like credit. I'm indebted. It's gone because we shred it, because you shred a credit card when it's gone because you indebted. Oh my god, and the cadence, like this is what I mean when I say cadence and delivery was lacking on the first verse. This is exactly what I mean when it's there.
Pathetic, wish I could edit you out of my memory and forget it. Why do I let it go and follow me around like bad credit? Yeah, I regret it, forever indebted. Every last piece of evidence shredded. Ain't no medic alive who could heal me. No architect who rebuild me, who could feel me. Whole body paralyzed, but I can still breathe. Swear to God, you did everything but kill me. Come on. Yeah.
Said I just want you out of my head.
Get the fuck up out my head. Come on.
You broke me down and left me
down, girl. Brought me all the way down, girl. Come on.
Doctor gave me all kind of meds.
Fuck that,
yeah,
can't erase it, girl. I can't erase it, girl. And come on,
Said I just want you out of my head.
Get about my head.
You broke me down and left me for dead.
Left my ass for dead.
The doctor gave me all kind of meds.
That shit ain't helping, no.
Can't
No,
erase
no.
the shit
Can't
that she
erase it, I can't erase it, can't erase it,
Okay. This song's dope. Okay, so there's a lot of things going on in my mind when thinking about the rating for this song, because I love the beat, I love the hook. It's very topical if you're going through similar type shit, and everyone does. So that's a plus too. The first two verses could have been a little cleaner in terms of just the rap, the technique. The last verse was dope. I'm thinking 8. The more I talk about it, I'm thinking 8. Could I push it up? Could I push it down? I don't think so. I think 8 is a good number for this one too. Solid song, solid track that I'd bump. And let me know if I'm like calibrating. Like 8 is like a good song. Like I would listen to it. Probably not repeat it. You know, I wouldn't. It's not a song that I would put on repeat to memorize, right? But I would definitely listen to it. I don't need to skip it. Yeah, so that's kind of where my 8 is at, right? I guess 7 is more below average to me, and then 6 is like probably the basement of what I'll give. Unless it's like really bad, then I might throw a 5 out there. I'm just trying to calibrate these scores, but out of my head, good track, bro. Good. See, this album is so solid. Like this album is so solid. The thing is, you could probably make a 10 out of 10 album just cutting up some, like getting his best freestyles and putting them all into a mixtape. Or album. Obviously there's the stuff of like ownership of beats and yada yada, which is why it hasn't happened. But let's go. They Told Me. Let's turn that shit up. Slow vibes, piano.
Yeah.
That like echo, the whatever that instrument is. That's dope too.
Yeah. They told me, go ahead, say what you say. But it better take less than 4 minutes, cause we need radio play. 4 minutes or less. Well, tell me what that shit means when Black Thought sits next to Flex and goes 15. I'm about to write a half-hour song.
He loves that freestyle, bro. He loves that freestyle. Harry Mack, shouts out, my man. Literally watched my reaction and hit me up. He's obsessed with that freestyle. I mean, it's one of the greatest. Black Thought on Funk Flex. Go check that shit out.
And goes 15. I'm about to write a half-hour song, like Miles on Bitches Brew, and inexplicably get as rich as you. I guess I mean to say I'm just trying to offer a different view. Spit some shit you actually have to sit down and listen to. What a novel idea. A whole genre appears that only really sounds dope after 6 bottles of beer. When you're at the club creeping, touching on women. If you only listen when you're drunk, then I don't trust your opinion.
What a novel idea. What a novel idea.
Whole genre appears that only you. I guess I mean to say I'm just trying to offer a different view. Spit some shit you actually have to sit down and listen to. What a novel idea. A whole genre appears that only really sounds dope after 6 bottles of beer. When you're at the club creeping, touching on women. If you only listen when you're drunk, then I don't trust your opinion. The masses are asses, you've heard it before. Well, I feel the masses get passes they don't deserve anymore. We aren't all savages, crass, classless, murderers, whores.
We aren't all savages,
They don't deserve anymore. We aren't all savages, crass, classless, murderers.
Crass, classless, murderous, whores.
Whores? Are they extracted from the masses? If a person is pure, they told me we as a whole control the trends of the day, and that's why intelligence tends to descend and decay, and all the vivid colors of life are rendered as gray. But we're all just individuals at the end of the day, so there's no masses without you or me or my mother or Kelly or my big sister Lucy, and I love her, or Brady or Saddam Hirsch. That's my brother. I won't speak for them, but I feel we all learned a lot from each other. I stand naked, hold my soul as it bleeds. Then they run off and form opinions while they scroll through a feed and cross-reference with articles that Facebook told them to read. Well, I refuse to be another blind soldier they lead.
Oh my god, bro. Talk your fucking shit, homie.
While they scroll through a feed and cross-reference with articles that Facebook told them to read.
While they cross-reference feed... While they scroll through a feed, cross-reference articles Facebook told them to read.
Well, I refuse to be another blind soldier they lead. I refuse to pull the wool down and surrender my whole brain. Refuse to throw my hands high and stand by while my soul's slain. Refuse to let them stare, pull me out of my own lane. They asked me why, I told them Nasir and John Coltrane, Shakespeare and Kurt Cobain, James Yancey and Monk, and many more whose examples taught me I can't be a punk. Not to mention my aunts and my uncles, my grandmas and such, said if it's a march against ignorance, I should stand in the front. Low tolerance for art, high standards for junk, new jam of the month for pornographic ad banners to pump. Amateur.
No love for the art, gonna bump every month. Pornographic ad banners or something.
Such said if it's a march against ignorance, I should stand in the front. Low tolerance for art, high standards for junk, new jam of the month for pornographic ad banners to pump. Amateur stunt, alley-oop slam dunk from banning the Trump. And we all stand with our iPhone cameras up.
Can I just get my thoughts in on the slam dunk comment, because I'm a huge hoops guy, and I have to. Sorry, it's not gonna be long, but the reason why I fuck with sports and basketball specifically, it is the only place, not only, but one of the few places where you can go to a park where people are hooping, get 5 people on one team, they're your boys or your teammates for that session, that game, and you are against another 5 people who amongst themselves are a team, and now you are competing with and against complete strangers and then dapping up afterwards. Generally, unless there's some sort of asshole who picks fights and all that stupid shit that happens sometimes. But that's why I fuck with basketball a lot. And it's also an escape for a lot of people, especially in the league and outside the league, in different leagues, to get out of their current situation because they're steady focused. It's like it's a healthy escape that becomes an obsession that can get you to the next place, which is, to me, that's art too, right? And that's what rap and hip hop is as well, and music. But there is the toxic side of sports where it only distracts from the real shit. And that's why I like the NBA, because it combines it with the real shit, right? So anyway, those are my 2 cents on that topic. But man, Harry, this song is, I knew this, I told you this song is like a staple, right? Trumpets? Trumpets. Or sax. I think it's trumpet.
They told me that's a stupid cowboy. Made this statement and laughed. They were 11, guess I was maybe 8 and a half. Tried to stand strong like a soldier while they told their account. You drew 6 fingers on that hand. Don't you know how to count? My heart was crushed like ocean waves, turning rocks into sand. Trying to fight the tremors, shaking with that chalk in my hand. My only drug was life.
See that metaphor and that description just it lifts it up instead of feeling forced. Right, like crushed like ocean rocks when they turn to sand. Like that's a description, right? And that doesn't feel forced at all.
You drew 6 fingers on that hand. Don't you know how to count? My heart was crushed like ocean waves, turning rocks into sand. Trying to fight the tremors, shaking with that chalk in my hand. My only drug was life. Why'd they destroy my high? But I knew the rules already. They told me, boys, don't cry. Then all of a sudden I grew up. Insecurity made me lose trust in the true beauty I knew once. Grew curious about new drugs. Copping dollar cup of noodles so I could pocket a few bucks. Heard Nas talking about 6-cab cruising. It gave me goosebumps.
Eating ramen so I could pocket a few bucks to what? Go So go buy that new drug. Fuck.
Can't stop plotting on winning just cause you lose once. Violin recital, same tune each day for like 2 months. I learned you can't be a loser if you stand and perform. And a cowboy isn't stupid just cause his hand is deformed. Seems like every day some new form of cancer is born. Well, fuck that, and fuck whoever says the answer is war. And while we're at it, fuck the standards and norms, demand and reform. Sandstorm the industry till fake shit is banned from the store.
Come on, fuck the standards and norms. Fuck the standards and norms. People trying to that's why I fuck with children so much, not in a fucking weird way, in terms of a mindset way, because they haven't been corrupted, right? I think people, sometimes people tell me in a negative way that like, oh, you know, you're too optimistic, or you're like a child, or you have the child's energy or whatever. I get that from a lot of people in my life, and I'm like, yeah, children know what the fuck is up. I'm trying to stay this way the whole time. Because they don't judge. You don't see a child that just hates for no reason, unless they were taught to by their parents, or their environment. Not necessarily parents, their environment. So yeah, man, this song, when I first listened to this song, this is what really was just like, all right, fuck. And now it holds such a different meaning to me too, because I work with the man. We're about to take over, baby.
Learned you can't be a loser if you stand and perform. And a cowboy isn't stupid just cause his hand is deformed. Seems like every day some new form of cancer is born. Well, fuck that, and fuck whoever says the answer is war. And while we're at it, fuck the standards and norms, demand and reform. Sandstorm the industry till fake shit is banned from the store.
Also, the technique of the rap. Stand and reform, standards and norms, the answer is war, a banned from whatever, right? Like the technique of the rap, the flow, the cadence, like...
Fuck a pen, I'd rather prick my hand with a thorn and bleed truth on these pages till I can't stand it no more. My mom said you look so confident, so handsome and sure. Well, I guess there's more to the man than what the cameras record. Soul crushed like marshmallows when you sandwich a s'more, and fancy brands of bandages worn when you've damaged your core. Can't understand it, so many
fancy brands of bandages worn when you damage your soul.
More to the man than what the cameras record. Soul crushed like marshmallows when you sandwich a s'more, and fancy brands of bandages worn when you've damaged your core. Can't understand it, so many people famished and poor, wondering, damn, what was I handed these advantages for? I had a dream, I stood by cliff's edge and ran with full force, dove in an ocean of fear, then I swam to the shore, lifted the mic like I was brandishing the hammer of Thor.
See, those are the metaphors, those are the similes and things that add to it. This is poetry.
Of fear, then I swam to the shore, lifted the mic like I was brandishing the hammer of Thor. Then all the fans leapt out the stands and they ran to the floor. Next thing I knew, all the vanity, celebrity, scandal, and porn disappeared from the city and left Los Angeles pure. I heard a knock, ran towards it and answered the door. It was my Uncle Evan down from heaven to join my band for the tour. I woke up like, wow, what a beautiful dream. Kept it at the front of my mind so I wouldn't lose any steam. Wrote a quick musical theme, however useless it seems. Like maybe I could change the world with this truth that I've seen.
Chills, up and down, chills. Come on. Gotta let the song run now. Respect the album. Yeah. That's pretty easy. That's a 10, baby. That's our first 10 out of here. Come on, they told me. That's art, bro. That is art, bro. Come on, that last verse. It was only 2 verses without a hook anyway, but that last verse, man. That shit is crazy. That shit sent chills down my spine. Maybe I can change the world with this truth that I've seen. That's exactly that's why we vibe too. That's exactly my mission. That shit hit me different. Anyway, let's see what the average is though. Let's see what the average is on the album. We're gonna add this to the playlist too. You know it. You know we're adding. They told me to the playlist. It's our first 10 of the series. 8.1, 8.2. 8.18, whatever. 8.2 is this album. I think that's fair. I don't think it's a classic album like start to finish. And shouts to Harry. Yeah, I love the man. So this is not me knocking him. This is 2017. I'm telling you, he can put out full tens. I can get you 10 different clips of like 3 to 4 minute segments, and they're all tens. From bits and pieces of his freestyles. So don't get me wrong here. I have reasons and I've explained them. Go see part 1 and 2. And thank you. Let me know what y'all think of the series. It's been a fun start to it. I'm glad I did this one. Let me know what other albums you want. I'll throw the intersection of your requests and what I want to do onto a poll, and we'll pick from there. Let me just throw out different names of albums that I'm thinking of. Besides Corday and Lost Boy, Acid Rap, Chance the Rapper, or 10 Day, either 10 Day or Acid Rap. J. Cole, Friday Night Lights, The Warm Up. Possibly Born Sinner, and then Kendrick, obviously Section 80, OD even, what's his OD, the mixtape, Good Kid, Mad City, obviously, Eminem, his old school shit. I could list albums on and on. So anyway, I'm gonna stop there. But let me know what y'all want to hear. This is fun. This is going to be a fun list. This document, I'll put the access to view it in the description below. So it'll be like an ongoing thing. It'll be an ongoing thing. We'll have an album ranking, and I'm talking too much. So peace out.